mayhem isn't just reserved for the highways. High seas shenanigans can be a real drag. Hey, buddy, ocean's that way. This boat's going down faster than its captain's career. Does anybody else have a tugboat he can borrow? With nearly 12 million boats on or attempting to be on the water at any given time, seafarers have to brace for every hazard the deep blue will throw their way. That was a real Moby Dick move. Professionals have their share of accidents, but amateur boaters steal the spotlight, accounting for nearly $63 million in damages every year. And 100% of the humiliations.
Yeah, I got that.
A capricious current will test the sea legs of even the saltiest of dogs. But on a century-old vessel, it can really shiver the old timbers. Especially if you're on the crew of an antique with a terrible turn radius.
Esto es producto de un imbécil que se le ocurrió poner aquí esto.
This tugboat tried its best to right the ship after a captain misjudged the strength of a powerful current, only for the tugboat to get yanked right into the mayhem, capsizing and drifting nearly a mile downriver. Over 4,000 boat crashes happen every year, and the main reasons are inexperienced or inattentive captains. Everyone on both ships survived this rampant river run. Praise be Poseidon. Runaway sailboats left them feeling tipsy. But Newport Beach, California is getting a double shot of havoc on the rocks. It's just another day in the harbor when suddenly a $3 million yacht careens around the bay, turning this mild maritime marina into Captain Morgan's pinball palace. This wasn't just some rich millionaire having a great Gatsby-sized meltdown.
I lived right overlooking the water, and all of a sudden, I hear breaking glass. So I looked out and I saw this guy doing donuts on a yacht, and we were just watching and just shaking our heads. What the hell is this guy doing?
Turns out, Skipper here was on the run from the cops when he stumbled upon or into this 60-foot beauty and found the keys still inside.
This guy was supposed to be on a 3-day binger. The total damage is way in excess of $10 million.
How'd you end up on a boat today?
I don't know, bro.
You don't know? Okay.
I don't know, bro.
You don't know how you ended up on the boat today?
No idea.
I don't know about you, but I prefer my boat captains knowing how they got there.
Do you remember getting in any kind of collision while you were on the boat?
No, sir.
They say a captain goes down with his ship, but Captain Crunch over here went downtown with grand theft and vandalism charges instead. It's tough to drive a boat, especially if you don't know how. But with nearly 24 times the amount of cars on the road as boats at sea, disaster seems inevitable. And on a routine traffic stop in Lowndes County, Georgia,
You knew we were gonna catch you.
these cops are throwing the book at this unlucky driver and towing his car. But as prepared as cops are, nobody expected a flying car to arrive on the scene.
After around 1050 rollover. Last and second EMS immediate roll.
If you blinked, you missed it. So let's slow it down and figure out what went south. The tow truck who was brought on scene to remove the perp's car left its flatbed down. And this car, who was hitting somewhere around 80 miles an hour, didn't see the truck stopped in the left lane, sending it full Dukes of Hazzard. Unbelievably, the driver survived the launch, and after 2 weeks in the hospital, feels lucky to be alive.
Believe it or not,
A traffic stop is one of the most dangerous operations a police officer can make. The idea of that police officer getting out of the car as other cars whiz by 50, 60, 70, 80 miles an hour, a lot can happen, and all of that tension coming together can make for a dangerous act to take place.
But it's not only cars and trucks that cause mayhem. When a cyclist crosses paths with a 50-foot truck, there's one fatal outcome. But this ain't it. This guy surfed a semi before dodging death a half dozen times in 3 seconds. While his bike got flattened into the pavement, he can hardly believe his luck.
Shock is somewhat of a physiological response. So you can see anything from a numbness, a blankness, an emptiness in a person, all the way through crying.
6-axle trucks have notoriously awful blind spots and need lots of room to turn. Did you feel something? That's probably nothing. Hey, we're just as surprised as you are. You might be judging this driver for hitting and running, but something shady this way comes. Could this be a scam? Across the world, insurance scams riddle the roadways. They can pay out anywhere from hundreds to hundreds of thousands of dollars. And potential scam artists are willing to play high-stakes Frogger to get a check. You'd think all these traps would be easy to spot.
Oh my God! Excuse me, we've got a dash cam. You might want to get going.
But you always gotta ask.
Idiot! Oh my God!
Scam or no scam?
What the hell? What the you idiot! Oh my God! Oh my God! What the hell are you doing?
This scammer was hardly willing to go to the ground for his payday, but it won't take this driver much to convince a jury he's dirty. Dashboard camera use has gone up by 700% in the last 5 years. And guess what's gone down? Yep, it's roadway scams. See? You're getting it.
People resort to scams for either psychological, emotional gains or financial gains. Let's say you were driving a car and someone just laid down and said, hey, you hit me. Some people would want to fix it, whether fix it meant paying the person, or some people could want to get the police involved to do things the right way and fix it. But I also think there are probably some people, maybe they might want to pay the person just to get it out of the way.
Scams take advantage of the amygdala, the emotional processing center of the brain, by overwhelming you with guilt, stress, anxiety, self-consciousness, anger, and embarrassment. Scams leave you in a weakened state and unable to make rational decisions.
So an individual that is being scammed based on a false belief that they hit someone with their car might be feeling guilt initially. They could be feeling shock.
Oh my God!
It's been said that life is a highway. From free-spirited joyrides to chaotic yacht slides. Sometimes things go a little off the rails. But whether occupants of the road and waterways break the law,